AI Dungeon 2. Hardcore mode, retro games. Alright. Alright, let's see. Which setting are we going with? Fantasy recommended, mystery, apocalyptic, zombies, or custom? I would not say custom. We can go fantasy, right? Be like a Legolas. Let's go fantasy. Pick a character: noble, knight, squire, wizard, ranger, or rogue. I say wizard, and you're gonna see why. At the same time, peasant I feel like would be hilarious. What do you guys think, chat? Peasant? Okay. What's your name? Poorpega. Cunt. Just buy a house. Nah, we're Poorpega because we're a peasant. AI Dungeon 2 instructions. Interaction starting with a verb. For example, go to the tavern or attack the orc. To enter, to speak, enter, say, thing you want to say, or just thing you want to say. Okay. The following commands can be entered for any action. Revert, reverts the last action allowing you to pick a different action. Quit, quits the game and saves. Restart, restarts a new game. Save, makes a new save of your game and gives you the save ID. Load, ask for a save ID and loads the game if the ID is valid. Prints a transcript of your adventure without extra new line formatting. Okay. Help, prints these instructions again. Okay, so we can call for help. Generating story. I'll zoom it in. You are a Poorpega, a peasant living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a pitchfork and nothing else. Sounds like Twitch chair. You wake up and begin working in the fields. You see a woman walking towards you with a child on her back. She is beautiful, but she has no clothes on. What? What a start! Is this hentai? Okay. Give her the clothes. No, I gave them to you because you were naked, you say. Oh, sorry. I scrolled too far down. The woman looks at you with tears in her eyes and says, "Thank you for giving me my clothes." What the hell? No, I gave them to you because you were naked, you say. She smiles and nods as if saying yes. Teleport her underwear to my hand. Hi, Kazuma des. You grab the underwear from the woman's hands and put it in your pocket. The woman walks away with her child. You feel a little strange about this, but then again, you never really had much reason to be suspicious of people before. It's just a little bit weird, you know, peasant in the village. She walks away with the child, with her underwear taken away. Okay, I'm like repairing my ships in Casey while we do this. Who should I repair? 19 hours? Oh my god. 3, how much is 2 plus 10? 12, sure, go. Okay. I mean, you never had okay. Say what a fine day it is. You turn around and see that the sun has already set. You walk over to the woman who is still holding her child. She's back. She seems to be very happy that you saved her. A fine day it is too. Give her underwear. Give underwear back to woman. I feel bad, chat, okay? You quickly look down at your pants and find that they are now completely soaked. You take the underwear out of your pocket and throw it back to the woman. She is ecstatic. Thank you so much, she says. Say, don't mention it. Just doing my job. What a Chad! What a Chad! You continue walking along the road. Suddenly you hear a voice behind you. It sounds like a man's. What do you think you're doing? He asks. I'm just trying to get home. Show him where you live. Show him the direction where you live. Where I live, it should be. Dude, I love artificial intelligence. You point towards the town of Rusk. He nods his head and continues on his way. You begin to follow after him. Why? Why am I following this guy when I was trying to get home? Chapter 3. What is chapter 2? A new life. Your new life begins when you arrive at the town of Rusk. Dude, what is chapter 2 though? What is happening? This is so this is so all over the place. Okay. Wake up feeling like a healthy person. Like, we gotta start somewhere, right? Your new life. Chapter 3. Let's do like a proper opening. You yawn and stretch your arms above your head. You sit up and notice that you don't feel sick anymore. You decide to go to the market to buy some food. You enter the market and immediately see a lot of people there. You can smell fresh meat and vegetables. Look at meat scepter. You hold up your scepter and ask the butcher what he would like. He points to a rack of meat and tells you that he wants a piece of lamb. You nod and tell him that you will bring it to him later. Run towards the church. I don't know, dude. Let's change the scene, okay? We're gonna snitch to the priest. You hurry towards the church. You can see a lot of people outside praying. You wonder why they are all doing this. You remember that you saw a man named Ligru earlier today. He was talking about how God wanted everyone to pray. Make an apprehensive face and go inside the church. Apprehensive Pikachu. You walk inside the church and see a group of men sitting in a circle. They seem to be chanting something. You frown and try to figure out what they are saying. One of the men speaks up. Speaks up what though? Am I missing something? No, okay. Start chanting. Because I'm a mage. Remember, I'm a mage. The light spell. You begin chanting the light spell. You chant the words slowly and steadily. Eventually you finish and smile. Everyone notices this and starts applauding. You shrug and move. Can I? I was gonna go like... okay. Chad, where do we go from here? Go pick up the meat from earlier. Let's see what's happening at the butcher. Kill everyone. Nice, nice. Is this isekai? You walk over to the rack of meat and pick one up. You open it up and find that it is indeed a piece of lamb. You eat it and enjoy its taste. You feel better than ever. Power up. Slap them. Dude, the women without clothes was the best part. You begin to feel a surge of energy coming from your body. You walk over to the church and start chanting the same thing you did earlier. This time, however, you feel even more powerful. People begin to come out of their houses and join you in the ritual. Claim that the Messiah... Claim being a Messiah. What about the wind, dude? Oh yeah, we were a peasant, I forgot. You suddenly become a messiah, you shout, I am the messiah, I am the savior of the world, I am the one who will save us all from our sins, I am the messiah, everyone goes wild. Heal the wounded, heal the sick people. This is like lawful good. I wanna do chaotic. I wanna do something chaotic later. You begin healing the sick people. Some of them thank you profusely and others leave without any gratitude whatsoever. Kill them. You decide to keep going and go help the mayor of the town. You walk up to him and ask him for help. He tells you that he needs to talk to you privately. Talk to mayor. Oh yeah, chat, I'm gonna put it a bit lower because the chat is kinda in the way, okay? Mayor Bligh approaches you. He is wearing say you're approaching me. He is wearing a red robe and carries a staff. He looks a bit older than you, but not by much. I just have that instead of running away or coming straight to me. You're gonna get stabbed, murder them all and summon the Hydra. You laugh and say, oh, you're Mayor Bligh. Say, instead of running away, you're coming straight to me. I can beat you up without getting close. I can't. Yeah. Chat, killing everyone is like is a bit too short-sighted because I feel like there is more potential otherwise. He laughs and says, oh no, you're not coming right away. I need to talk to you alone. Listen to Mayor. Okay, he wants to say something. Clearly. Mayor Bligh leads you through the streets of the town. He explains that the plague has spread throughout the entire land and that the only hope for survival is to kill every infected person and burn their bodies. Chat, I didn't even have to start killing people to have to kill people. He also mentions that the townsfolk are starving and desperate. Feed townsfolk sick people. Let the cannibalism begin. Mayor Bligh takes you to a house and shows you a man lying on a bed covered in sores. He tells you that he is dying and begging you to help him. He says that he has been bitten by a vampire and needs someone to drink his blood. Chop up the infected and feed him to starving people in the city. You know, we're being practical, okay? We're gonna die otherwise. Then we can go see the vampire. Wait, vampire! Hold up, there is Dio in this city. Mayor Bligh leads you to another house. He tells you that this man is dying off. This man begs you to chop off, he say. Do as he says. We're losing it, chat. We're losing it. Dude, there is... If I sacrifice them to Satan, why don't I just become Satan? You save the man's... This man begs you to chop off, he say. Do as he says. You save the man's life. Everyone claps. The man thanks you and runs into the street. The crowd cheers and you feel better. And then you run off to meet the mayor again. He greets you with a smile and asks if you want to talk to his wife. You agree and they both walk to a small house nearby. I misspelled. How did I misspell that? Oh my... What's gonna happen? Wait, we're gonna roll back. We're gonna roll back. Hold up. They enter the house and the mayor kisses you and begins kissing you. He then pulls you onto the couch and begins kissing you. He then grabs your hands and puts his mouth around yours and begins sucking on you. He then grabs your something and begins grinding against... I was gonna fuck his wife and I got fucked instead. Invite his wife to join. What happened? How did I go gay accidentally? Intercepted. She joins you and they kiss, each take turns to suck on each other and then they both something together. Finish the job. Then go back home. Yeah, I was gonna type wife. That's why there is I and E. But I pressed C instead of V and F instead of W. You and the mayor return to the house and you give him the blood and he drinks it? What? He then gives you a big hug. Is Mayor the vampire? He then gives you a big hug and kisses you and the two of you go back to your own homes. Try to... Wait. Stranger on the road. Let's go with that. Let's. We're not going. We're not home yet. Kill the mayor and sacrifice the mayor to Satan. You realize that you were drunk and you didn't know where you were or how to get home. You decide to just stay in the village and wait until morning when you think you'll be able to get home. You spend the rest of the day drinking and eating. I want there to be like an encounter. Spot a person. Or spot a person. Yeah, let's see what the person has to say. I mean, we were having an orgy a second ago, so maybe we just got drunk on it. You notice a woman walking down the road. She seems to be lost and she walks very slowly. You follow her and eventually catch up to her. She is clearly upset and crying. You offer some comfort and explain that you are here to help her. Ask her what's wrong, and before she says that her husband cheated on her with another man. She tells you that she has been raped and beaten. She doesn't look too happy about it either. You tell her that you'll help her and that you'll bring her back to the village later. She says okay and thanks you. You turn around and head back to your car. I have a car now. Let the woman sleep in the car. Look for the rapist. As in, like, how else do we specify it, right? Let's go, let's see what happens. Get the police. You drive back to the village and you find the woman sleeping in the car. You don't really care though, since you've already done enough for today. You pull up next to the woman and put your arm around her and tell her that you'll take her back to the village. She asks, "Who am I?" Why is there a car in the fantasy world? It was Dax. You tell her that you are the one who saved her life and that you're sorry for what happened to her. I didn't save her yet. She smiles and thanks you and says goodnight. You then drive off back to your car and fall asleep. Wake up the next morning. Drive back to your car. You wake up and see the woman sitting outside the village. There is a lot of women in this village. She looks very tired and you try to make conversation with her. She tries to lie to you, saying that she was attacked by bandits and that her name is Eliza. Check if she's actually a woman. Alright, we gotta make sure, okay? You confirm, and she nods. In fact, is indeed a woman. She thanks you and leaves. You then head back to your car and drive back to the village. Car gets sleep. I crash the car and car makes it boring, dude. We need to get off the car. We need to like make the car disappear. You continue driving and soon you come across a group of bandits. They immediately attack you. You fight them off and manage to escape. However, you lose control over half of your body in the process. Half of the body becomes a dragon. I'm not sure if I'm like typing the text correctly into this. You stumble out of the village and fall from the sky. You land in pain and you see a large tree blocking your way. You attempt to climb it, but you can't move your legs. You fall to the ground and start bleeding from everywhere. Chant healing magic. Oh yeah, start with the verb. True. I wish there was like a way to pass. As in, let the program like do its own thing. You hear a voice calling you to heal yourself. You begin chanting and suddenly everything goes black. You awaken in a room with a bed and a table. A young girl, again, stands before you. She is dressed in a white dress and holds a staff. Ask her how old is she, because I can't proceed otherwise. Sacrifice stuff for Satan. Hold up, dude. I'm 17. Make her 18. Just make her 18 for the simplicity, okay? You laugh and say, well, at least you're older than me. Wait, how old am I? You then leave her to her own devices and head back to your car. I have a car again? Give the car to naked woman. The AI loves that car. You return to the village and find a naked woman holding the keys to the car. She looks so young that you wonder why she hasn't married yet. Wait, hold the fuck up. What do you mean, so young that you wonder why she hasn't married yet? What?
Ara.
She smiles and says that she has been waiting for you all night and wants to show you something special. Follow the girl. fuck in the barn. You follow the naked woman and find a beautiful castle. It is full of gold and jewels. You are amazed by its beauty. You follow her inside and she leads you through a series of rooms filled with paintings and tapestries. She explains that she is an artist and that lives here. Let me see if it's gonna proceed the story if I don't input anything. She shows you a painting of a knight fighting a monster. Praise the art. She points to another painting and says that this is a portrait of herself. She says that she paints these pictures to remind her of her family. But it's her own picture. So she then points to a painting of a little boy playing with a ball and says that this is her son. She was so young, you were surprised she's not married yet, and now she has a son. How old? Ask how old is she? And her son. She's not 17, the previous one was 17. Oh, how old is her son? She replies, I'm 30. I am 13 and my son is 3 years old. Ask how did this happen? Oh god, dude. 13. She replies, my husband died last year and I had no children, so I decided to become a mother. She had a husband at the age of 12? Wait, what do you mean you didn't have children? Ask how is the son 3 years old if she didn't have children last year? She's clearly bullshitting, dude. She's lying. She's lying. She replies, he's fine. He's like any other boy. Ask her if you can talk to the son who is 3 years old. She agrees and invites you into the bedroom. The door opens and you enter the room. You see a small child wearing a red cloak. He stares at you and his eyes glow bright blue. His mouth moves and his lips move, but he cannot speak. He appears to be mute. Read his mind. What's the form of magic that allows you to talk through brains, Char? Like, what's that called? Telecommunication? No, what is it called? Telepathy. Use telepathy to talk to the child. You use your mind to communicate with the child. He speaks back to you and you understand him perfectly. He says that he is hungry and needs food. You agree and he gives you a piece of bread. Wait, he says that... Wait, he is hungry and needs food. You agree and he gives you a piece of bread. You thank him and leave the room. Go back to the room and feed the child. I'm hungry, here's some food. It's like gacha players. I'm poor, here's some money. You return to the room and find the child still there. He is hungry and thirsty. You feed him and he thanks you. And you thank him again and leave the room. Talk to the child's mother. You return to the room. Oh, you walk into the room where the child's mother is sitting. She is a young woman with long hair and wears a green dress. And 13. She smiles at you and greets you. She tells you that she is glad that you came to visit her and that she's happy that you found her son. Ask if she wants to be adopted. I feel bad all of a sudden, dude. She's 13 and she has a 3-year-old son. She laughs and says, "No, that would be too much." She then turns away and begins talking about some sort of magical beast that lives in the forest. She says that she knows that you must be interested in such things and offers to teach you more about it. Keep listening. Don't change the subject. You keep listening and learn more about the creature. She tells you that it is a beast that resembles a wolf or a dog, but is much larger and stronger. She also tells you that it will only appear when someone is looking for it and that it will only appear once every 10 years. Accept the quest. Might as well. You agree to help her and tell her that you'll meet her at the forest later that day, and then leave the house and head towards the forest. You travel through the woods until you reach a clearing. There you see a man standing in front of a large wooden hut. Ask the man, who is he? Once every 10 years, she is 13, maybe this game is in dog years. Dude, she got a child when she was 10. The man looks at you and asks, "Who are you?" You reply, "I am a stranger and I want to know who you are." Let this proceed. He replies, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are either." You smile and say, "It's nice to meet you, sir." And then you run off. We never learned his name. I should have asked him his name. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Go back and... Wait, oh. You soon find yourself in a cave. Inside you see a large stone table covered with papers and books. Papers and books. Stone table, okay. On top of the table sits a human-like figure with long blonde hair and a beard. He looks up as you approach and smiles. He is a very old man. Ask, what is he doing here? Gandalf. He replies, "Ah yes, you've come to ask me questions." Oh, you're approaching me. Well, I suppose you could call me the old man. I was born in the year of our Lord, the XXXX, which means I'm over 1,000 years old. Ask him... How do you say this? Ask him for his name? Ask him his name? Ask him what's his name. Ask for his name, okay. He replies, "That's none of your business. My name is Old Man and I live in the cave that you had just entered." Ask him what is he up to. None of your business. My name is Old Man. What's your name? None of your business. My name is Old Man. He replies, "Oh well, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. I think you might be asking if I'm trying to sell you something or something similar." Check what he selling. He's a 1,000-year-old salesman. Oh yeah, the creature. Someone just rang the door. I gotta open the door chair. You look around the cave and notice that it is empty, save for the old man himself. Hold up! Yo, the courier is coming, but we can proceed. You look around the cave, notice that it is empty save for the old man himself. He's currently reading a book on magic. He grins at you and waves goodbye before leaving. You continue exploring the cave and eventually you find a secret passage way out of the cave. Look for the beast from the quest. I gotta go open the door. Hey, that was efficient. Hello. Young woman again? Oh my god. You search the cave and find nothing. You sigh and decide to head back to the village. As you exit the cave, you hear the sound of running water. You follow the sound and find yourself in a lake. A young woman dressed in a white robe stands nearby holding a rod. Ask how old is she before anything bad happens. She replies, "I'm 12 and my father is a wizard." Ask her to be your mother. "12, by the way." Volvo, that's the life in the like medieval village. She smiles and nods and says, "Of course." She then kisses you and you are suddenly pregnant. Your baby grows quickly and you give birth to a beautiful girl. Her name is Marik and she is named after your late wife. How did I... She adopted me at the age of 12. She kissed me on the forehead and I became pregnant. Oh god. Ask mom to tell your foster mother to take responsibility. He was holding a rod, true. You tell your foster mother to take care of the baby while you stay with your foster father. She happily accepts your offer and takes the baby with her. You spend time playing with the baby and enjoy her company. You grow closer to each other and fall deeply in love. Pass. Wait, I'm like, it's like parental love though, right? Like, as in, like I just appreciate my child, right? Oh no. It's thinking. FBI is here. Eventually you both decide to marry and live happily ever after. The end? End of text. Oh my god. I think we beat the game, chat. Dude. You guys want a copy pasta?